Hi, hey, thanks for joining me. It's nice to be able to spend time with you. In fact, I'm in lockdown right now, and whilst this is lovely to be able to do, I have a busy house with lots of people. So if you hear any noise in the background, it's possibly the comings and goings of some of the people in the house. But that aside, let's turn our focus to you and this reading. So this is the September reading. There's plenty going on in September. The equinox is on the 21st. Plus we have 6 planets in retrograde, including Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune and Pluto. It's like, wow. Then October comes and it's going to be even more wow. So September is almost pulling us back in a rubber band effect. And then it's going to snap us into the full tumult energies of October. Plenty to keep us occupied, plenty of action and activity will take place. Now I did some intuitive work for you before the reading, and so this is the messages that arrived, or these are the messages that arrived. It said, ask your soul, go deep. This is a deep month and it is time to assert that depth. What do you really desire? Allow the heart to inform you rather than the head. Get to the emotions of it. So they're suggesting to you to have freedom of emotional perspective in this month and to allow emotions or the heart to really connect to you, to what your desires may be. Now with that in mind, let's take a look at what these cards are going to procure. This is the Rider-Waite deck. So I will shuffle them now for you. This is for Aries for September 2021. Let's see what's in store for Aries. I have already shuffled them, but they seem to want to do a little bit more. Aries, September. A combustible one to start your reading off with, and it activated, which you may not be able to see quite there on screen, but it activated this yellow glowing heart in the background. Let's just try for a few more rather than just one card for your reading, although you can work from one card for a reading, but it's a little bit lean perhaps on the information that comes through as you open up to your reading. And a court card, I feel, even more so, although to be fair, court cards actually do have a lot of depth in them. There's quite a few that have popped out now, and it looks like most of them are going to be in reversal. That's an awkward kind of sign. I think perhaps, well, we'll just go with it. This one's not. That's the 8 of Wands. That's the Queen of Swords, that's the 3 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the Wish card, the Chariot, and the Page of Cups. So even we started off with this Knight of Swords coming in, we still got quite a few court cards out of it. So 3 of them, 2 swords, mother and son type inference here, or relatives possibly, and the Page of Cups. Now, interestingly, the Page of Cups, which is often a denoter of love, romance, passion, blossoming of new things, has come in right under this 3 of Swords. But all of these, other than the first 2 cards, are reversed. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reversals in here. And even your Wish card is reversed. You have the 1 major arcana, which is the Chariot, also reversed. Remember I said this is a deep month and to allow your emotions to explore rather than necessarily intellect, and maybe even more than fact. So you may be presented with facts, and that might be this Knight of the Swords over here. And these facts may be annoying, or you might find them disturbing or aggravating. And it might be quite quick when they come in, because that's what this 8 of Wands represents. This 8 of Wands also represents travel, sometimes by ear, so sometimes going on a holiday. It can also represent new people coming into your life. I don't think necessarily 8 people, but it can represent speed or haste at which things happen, and sometimes unexpected. And to be honest, so does this Knight of Swords. So I'm getting the feeling that whatever happens in September, it may be very quick and may have been unexpected, and it may come through communication, whether it's written, spoken, or even thought that is brought into this timeline and acted upon. Then we start to see all these reversals. So the Queen of Swords is often an air sign person. This air sign person may not be an ally, or maybe someone you've had a falling out with, given that she's upside down and feeling out of sorts. She may be out of sorts one way or another, or there may be some inflammation in the relationship. If this is a person that you already know, the inflammation may be heart related. It may be coming to you as heart pain, and it may have to do with an air sign person. And I often think of this card as representing a Libra person. There may have been a severing of relationships or a severing of ties, and it may have involved more than one person, meaning it may have involved you and yourself and this person and maybe even another person. It might be situated around a group of 3, like an affair or a situation along those lines, or it could be a family relationship triage business, or it could be work people that you work with, or people within a community. And because we've got these 3 court cards, I'm definitely thinking that people are playing a role in whatever this is going on here, and why has it turned itself upside down and inside out. I mean, September is pulling itself to be an upside down month, or a backward month, an inside out month, and because we've got all of these planetary retrogrades, it feels like we're going back in time. So is this something that you revisit, or is it something that happened some time ago and that its energies are coming back up again now? This 8 of Cups over here means imbalance, and when I see cups upside down, I always think of things falling out of them. So was there an imbalance here in a relationship at some point? Could it have been in the past? Could we be referring to 8 as a number? So 8 years, 8 months? Could it have referred to 8 lifetimes ago? I'm thinking here, because we're in such karmic times as well, that a lot of this may be referencing karmic debt, karmic payback, family lineage stuff. It can go very deep, and this depth of stuff that's going on, sometimes we are not necessarily aware of it, but it's going on in the background. It can be going on at DNA levels, it can be going on at family healing levels. So you may not be necessarily aware of it, but there may be a surge or a ripple in the background which makes you remember or makes you reconnect. Sometimes you might experience dream time energies or strange dreams that reignite past energies. And speaking of strange dreams, it is a time for weirdness in the dream world, and I think that has something to do with Neptune, although I'm not entirely sure. But I myself have been having some very strange dreams lately. I did a video of one the other day, which I might go on to upload, but I looked in my dream book to find out what the meanings might have been. And given that we've just gone back into full lockdown here in New Zealand, and we really are very heavily restricted, my dreams might be associated with that lack of freedom and feeling the confines of space and mind. But that aside, people are experiencing karmic work and dream time tie-ins that can be very, I don't know if it's disturbing is the right word, but it can be very odd, and you might be thinking, why are these dreams occurring, or why am I feeling these things, or why is this deja vu, or these strange thoughts occurring? Given that this one is in reverse, maybe there is balance coming back into a situation that had been out of balance in terms of a relationship. You know, reversals can sometimes refer to that. We get to the wish card, and it again is upside down, as if a wish has not been procured or it has been slowed down. I believe the wish card, even in reversal, is still a good positive card. It might mean you have to try harder, or you have to deploy more effort or energy or thought into what this wish card could mean. It might be inferring that something that you wished, because it's connected here to this Queen of Swords and she's connected to this 3, was it something you wished that didn't occur within a relationship connection, one way or another? And is it time to revisit it, or is it time to let it go? Is that what the emotional perspective was? Is it letting go of something that you've held on to that's caused you irritation or agitation, like this guy over here? And will you be woken to it in this month of September, because it's such a retrograde month, going back on times or things? And is this yellow heart that played its way into the reading at the beginning, is this part of the synopsis? If we come to the Chariot reversed, it always still refers to movement, metaphysical or physical. It could be a change is required, where someone close to you needs a change in their heart or mind. And we've got this heart over here that is reversed, as if maybe a change in perspective or directive is coming either from you or to you. And again, whilst it doesn't display it perfectly because if this card was out of alignment, hello, it's out of alignment not only physically, but it's also reversed. These two are connected, and this is a reversal as well. Are we going to get a reversal of feelings or a change of heart over perhaps something that has been combustious or argumentative or dissuasive or been an irritant to you? This could also mean that you need to take time to re-examine your own perspective or an aspect of your spiritual coding, because this card is very spiritual. When he's upright, it's about the balance in life, yin and yang, male and female, black and white, day and night, that type of thing. But he's reversed. So has there been some discombobulation or lack of cohesion in your spiritual ethos or movement forward? Has it been slowed down, or are we being told to slow down or revisit? And again, what is the tie-in here to the people, to the energies, to the broken heart? There's a lot going on in the background of this reading. I feel it's quite personal for some of you. It could be for myself as well. I am an Aries, and I think there's a message in here for me too. And it does relate to family for me. But we come to the last one, the Page of Cups, and we see this cup with the fish coming out. And again, this feels like love unrequited, perhaps. So is love around you that either you aren't visualizing or don't want or aren't ready for or can't see, or are you offering it and it's not being accepted? And again, is it tied into something going on over here? I think you're going to have to take time yourself to discourse this reading thoroughly and see where the messages are hitting at the heart most for you, and where you can take relief from it, or where you need to take grief from it as such. Like, look into it. And remember, I said it was a month of emotions, didn't I? For Aries, ask your soul, go deep. This is a deep month, and it's time to assert that depth. What do you really desire? Allow the heart to inform you and get to the emotions of it. This card can also reference physical heart health, and there may be someone around you who has heart issues. It may be yourself. You may need to monitor your heart and make sure that it is in the best physical health. Some of you may already be going through heart examinations of one sort or the other, and even minor heart operations one way or another. With that in mind, let's put these aside and take a look at these Keeper of the Light cards and see who's coming in for you for September 2021. So we've had a very in-depth reading from the previous cards. Oh, wow. Lady Nada, heart awakening. You know, that is truly, truly beautiful when we look at this painful heart over here, but we also know that it was reversed, as if a reversal is taking place, or as if a heart healing is taking place. That is very, very special. I will just keep shuffling for another one for you. There, it looks as though that's it. Dwal call, Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Dwal call is the Tibetan Buddhist master. He is said to have had many incarnations, including as a devotee of Buddha himself, and as one of the 3 wise men who honoured the baby Jesus. And we've still got love there as well, I notice. We've got a lot of emotion, a lot of heart awakening, and a lot of heart energy and heart healing, especially when we have someone like Dwal Kul in. And both of these are activating some heart reference going on here, as well as a 3rd eye or crown chakra up there. He learned the importance of spiritual practice and discipline, and knows that the path we are on unfolds over time. He is now helping light workers follow their Dharma, which is a Sanskrit word meaning right way of living. When Dwal Kul appears in a reading, he reminds you that your path is unfolding as it should. Take one step at a time, and remember that your only spiritual function is to be happy. You are a powerful person with many lessons under your belt and a real capacity to share your wisdom with the world. Take the time to go over what you have learned recently. Recognize the strengths it has brought you and acknowledge where you have been courageous. And if we look at Lady Nada is said to be another incarnation of Mary Magdalene, but even if she is, the energies are slightly different. Lady Nada is a mighty spiritual priestess of love who once existed in the land of Atlantis. She is the light force that helps us awaken our heart to the divine love we deserve. And with that, I'm looking for a really soft pink stone to infuse in with her beautiful heart energy that she's offering. She is the light keeper whose essence allows the light within our heart to expand, revealing a true, naked and vulnerable aspect of our soul. She brings an opportunity to experience divine love, whether through a relationship, adventure or experience. And it says the cave of your heart is opening wide for you to experience divine love. You have an opportunity to overcome past pain, heartbreak and letdowns. Wow, you know, when you get such a deeply synchronistic reading, it's indeed very powerful and cathartic and healing, and there is a lot of healing being offered to you within this reading. This is a wonderful time to cherish and love yourself, and then allow yourself to be cherished and loved by others. If you feel love revealing itself clearly in your heart, have courage and move into a state of trust. You are reminded that when true love is present, when divine love is present, there are no obstacles to overcome. It will be there, clear, pure and real for you to experience. Your relationships are being brought into harmony on all levels of your life. Give and receive divine love with yourself and all those around you. It feels as though there's a balancing of karma and dharma that is coming to you through a timeline that is healing past grief, loss or pain around love, whether it's romantic love, familial love, community love, self-love. There is a healing, and also this one as well, which is often a romantic love. So healing of the heart, going within and connecting with the emotions. Well, I hope you've really enjoyed this reading. It's powerful, it's centered, it's generous, and it's very nurturing and protected. Thank you for joining me. I love it when you leave your comments. Please remember to sub the channel, and have a wonderful, love-filled month ahead. Namaste.